Welcome to Lena World. Today I want to share with you my daily morning ritual, something that I've built throughout many years. I've made a system for myself, having traveled a lot, studied with different teachers, spent time with many masters, and something that I do every day, every morning. It takes about half an hour in total, but I'll guide you through the steps. So pick whatever works for you, skip whatever you don't want to do. Okay? So the very first thing I do in the morning when I get up, I take my saliva and just tap it underneath my eyes. Okay? That gives some like moisturizing effect for underneath your eyes. Before brushing your teeth, the key thing is, and probably you know actually, if you have any wounds, if you have pets at home, you'll find that these pets like to come and lick your wounds, be dogs or cats, and that expedites the healing process, has antibacterial effect as well. So the first step, saliva underneath your eyes. Now the second step, I just woke up, I need some good energy boost. So what I do, I take my comb. When I travel, I try to use the light comb, whatever you have, and I just give a good rub to my scalp, massaging for about at least 30 seconds. Okay, I just go through my scalp, not so much my hair as much, but my scalp. Okay, a lot of acupuncture points on your head. It stimulates, give a nice morning boost, wakes you up. That was step number 2. Now step number 3, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and while the skin is still nice and moist with water, I start massaging my face. Okay, you can also use a hydrolat if you want, but normally in the morning I don't use hydrolats here. I have chamomile hydrolat, which is very beneficial for your skin, for especially if you have a sensitive skin. Allergic skin is like soothes down any defects on your skin, and it has a little like sedative effect, calming. Okay, so just to show you how I do this massage, I'm going to spray this hydrosol, chamomile hydrosol, and I'm just going to give it a rub. And I do this massage for a good minute or so until there is no moisture, water left on your face. So I go through and I just give a very nice rub, but don't do anything too deep. Again, there are many acupuncture points, any points of your body, meridians running through your face. The spleen point, I like to stop here, just below your eyes. There is a dent here, you'll find it. Just rub it, stimulate, wake up your stomach, your spleen. Okay, and now the hydrosol actually absorbs the skin much faster, but with water it takes a little longer. Then I move to my ears. Again, ears full of acupuncture points, and on a microsystem level, each part of your body is represented in your ears. Okay, I even brought you an ear to show you, a big ear. Unfortunately, it's in Chinese, but there are every single part of your body is in your ears. It's on a microsystem level. Okay, so give a good rub to your ears. You're waking each part of your body. Okay, and then a little bit on your neck as well. Now, what I do afterwards, so these were the 2 steps, okay? We've already taken actually 3 steps. We've taken 3 steps now. First step, saliva underneath your eyes. Second step, we combed our hair, massaged our scalp. Third step, we gave a nice gentle massage to our face and our ears. Now, I'll add one more step to our face. I have these rollers. These are rose quartz rollers, so I tend to use them when I have them. Sometimes I don't have them with me handy, but again, this is an extra step, extra massage for your facial tissues. It detoxifies anything, drains any toxins. Okay, it also has a lot of other positive effects as a stone. It's a precious stone. It calms the skin, it cools it down, and just promotes a lot of good positive energy. And you'll notice when you roll it, it'll start changing the temperature, will become warmer, more in tune with your body temperature. Then you change the other side and do the same thing. Sometimes I have use the other one too. This is again a rose quartz, just to give a nice touch to my skin. I'm sure my skin, facial skin is happy. If you don't have rose quartz, sometimes I use jade rollers made out of jade. Again, properties are a little bit different, but the principle is the same. If you don't have any, don't use any, just use your hands, okay? So we've gone through now like step 3B, I would call it, okay? Because we did the hands, used our fingertips, now we use the rollers. And then I start tapping, okay? Tapping again has its own benefits. I start with K27 point, the exit point of the kidneys, okay? Tapping just below these two collarbones, tapping gently, and the whole kidney meridian is full of healing energy, so it's make sure that immune system is strong and intact. And I move to the middle, which is a sternum between the two lungs, which is your thymus gland, okay? The thymus gland, again, thymus is responsible for producing T cells, and they're also responsible for keeping your immune system strong. So I do this part, and then I move to my spleen meridian, okay, which is on the side of the ribs. Especially like to tap it just below this, the rib cage, the low part, and then I go underneath my armpits, the exit point of the spleen, just a few inches. Just massage here, okay? So the tapping step is step number 4. And one more thing I want to add to this step, I clear my spleen, my stomach of any residue. So again, I just drain it down. I clean it in the morning, okay? If there's any residues and energetic healing going from your spleen to your stomach and down, okay? To step number 4. Okay, now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to stand up and start massaging my other parts of the body, okay? More already, not, let's say it's not so gentle, a little stronger massage. So I'll start moving my body parts, okay? So from the neck, you do 3 sides, 1, and the other side also 3 times, okay? 3 times one side, 3 times another side. And what I do afterwards, I give a nice opening to my shoulders, 3 times one side, the other side, back and forth, and then I start using my joints, okay? That's step number 5, I believe, right? So again, I don't count those steps, but it's a natural routine. I do it every day. Just create a little bit resistance. It's again for the joints, different directions. Okay, and then I start going up, even a bigger opening of my heart center, my arms, one way, the other way. Okay, and I like to also do diagonal twist, 1, 2, just incorporating the whole body, my torso, my knees, and the other side. Again, set yourself a number and do it regularly every day. Okay, and then I just do a little bit more stretch one side, just in the morning, gentle, whatever works for you. Don't break yourself, okay? Just, this is something natural that comes to me, and I just move my body how it likes to be moved. Okay, okay, a little bit of twisting to my torso, my hips opening, okay, and move to my knees. So, and the other side again, moving them a little bit. Okay. Now we'll add one more thing: draining the lymphatic system. Okay. So sometimes I do it sitting, sometimes standing. Draining the limbs now. If you have low blood pressure, you have to go up. Like that's what I tend to do. And the same thing for your arms. If you have low blood pressure, going up. If you have high blood pressure, going down. But moving the inner part of your arm, okay? A few times. Remember the armpits. And again, the same thing on this side. And your groin, your knees. And what I like to do afterwards, your kneecaps, you see below the knees, okay? Not below, but sorry, beneath the knees, the other side of the knees. And then you go down and just let the blood flow in your head. Happy good morning to you. Now feel very much awake and fresh, and slowly. If you have high blood pressure, don't do it. You can sit up or stand up, but slowly. You might feel a little bit dizzy. Okay, so we've gone through quite a few steps already. So let's see, we've done underneath the eyes, your saliva. Then we combed our hair, gave a nice massage to our scalp. Then we did a gentle massage on our face, our ears, adding a roll afterwards. Then we did the tapping. You remember the tapping? And then I started doing a few exercises for each part of my body to wake it up. And I started draining my lymph system. You can just switch sometimes, first the limbs, then the exercise, just see what works for you. And now there's one more thing that I do standing up. This is called a clapping exercise or clapping yoga. It's very beneficial for your eyes and for your hair, okay? That's something I learned from a master who lived in the Himalayas for many, many years, and he taught me this. So how do we do it? So don't do it with too much force, you might hurt yourself. So 1, 2, important to leave the gaps, and we keep going up slowly. 3, you noticed? And you can incorporate your knees a little bit. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's how you do it. And then you go down. 1, 2, 3, and all the way down. But you have to feel vibration in your palms, okay? Because there is a lot of energy accumulated in your fingertips, in your palms, okay? So this is again very beneficial for your hair and for your eyes. I do it 3 times, going up and down 1 time, 2, and then 3. There is one more clapping exercise he showed me. Now, if you have normal blood pressure, your arms are parallel to the floor. Low blood pressure a little bit below, high blood pressure a little bit up. Okay, I just bend my knees because it's easier. And this is fast clapping. It won't be as strong as the first one, but like this. And you do it for a minute or 2. You might run out of breath. Make sure you're breathing. It takes quite some practice to be able to sustain it for a minute because you'll feel a lot of heat that is building up, but it gives a nice boost. In the morning, you'll feel very much awake. And when I finish doing it, I just like to put one of my palms on my umbilical cord and the other palm on my heart center. So I just infuse those 2 centers with a lot of energy that gets accumulated in your palms. Stay a few seconds, and then I do it on my face. Just adding one extra step. I feel my face also gets this nice glowing energy. So these are the steps that I take. One more thing that I do on the physical body in the morning and every day, and normally I do it after I've done all these exercises, but again, see what works for you, can do it in between, is the neti, okay? If you have a neti pot, great, use a neti pot. If you don't have a neti pot, I just use a cup and some salt. So I take a teaspoon, not a teaspoon, 1/3 of a teaspoon of salt, put it in this cup, add some warm water, like body temperature water, and I follow 3 steps. I dissolve the salt, then I pour a little bit in my right palm, I close my left nostril, and I inhale it through my right nostril and expel it through the mouth. I repeat the same thing on the other side. Close my right nostril, inhale through my left palm, some water, and expel it through the mouth. Make sure you don't swallow it. And I do it 3 times, okay? 1, 2, and then 3. Second step. Because this is the only cup that I use, it's always sitting in my bathroom. I use both of my nostrils. Inhale water through my both nostrils and expel it through my mouth. Okay, again, inhale through the mouth. And the third step is I do the reverse. I inhale it through my mouth. So to say, I intake it through my mouth and close my mouth and expel it through the nose, both nostrils. This third step might take a little bit of practice, but if you try it, if you imagine it really powerfully, after a week, I guarantee you'll be able to master it. And 1 cup is normally enough for me because I repeat 3 steps 3 times each. So 1 cup of water is normally enough. You want to use more, use more. Now, what is it good for? It's absolutely a must for those who have any sinus issues. Even if you don't have it, I use it because it clears the sinuses, drains any residue, it clears it so perfectly that you feel like you're a reborn person. And not only that, it's anti-wrinkle. It prevents from wrinkles from forming around these sinus areas, and it gives a beautiful glow to your eyes. It can improve your eyesight. Anyone I told this neti exercise to do, they couldn't thank me enough. And you don't need to wait for a week for results to come of this particular practice. The results come that very first day. You'll notice a huge difference. Believe me, you'll say thank you. So if you can incorporate it, do it. But again, make sure, because after you do it, some residue might still be, coming out of your nose. Make sure you don't swallow it. And when you finish those 3 steps, actually you should use a tissue and just blow your nose just to have any residue coming out of your nose. Make sure it doesn't go down or go up into your brain. Just blow it out. And whatever is still coming out, just blow it out. And I'm telling you, it's an amazing practice. So these are, I think these are all the steps that I do every morning, because it's became a ritual for me. It's so natural. It's like drinking and sleeping, eating food, drinking water, and going to bed. And this is the most I can do, at least the least I can do actually. This is the least I can do on my physical body. And I try to keep it healthy, because this is the only instrument I have to do my spiritual practices and for the divine, to be a gateway for the divine. So if you can, please do them. You'll notice the difference. The key thing is the sustenance, the regularity, to do it daily, and I guarantee you'll notice the difference in a short time. Don't just do it once a week. I guess it's better than nothing, but if you want results, do it every day, and within a few months, you'll notice a huge difference, and your physical body will say thank you. There are many other spiritual practices I do in the morning, so some of them I'll share. Some of these practices I'll share with you at some point later. But this is the minimum I can do on my physical body every morning. And by the way, one time, somebody shared with me a video of a master who's 100+ years old in India, and they were asking him what is the secret to his longevity. And he was showing his daily routine, daily morning exercises, apart from the diet, of course, what he's doing. And he's doing almost the exact same thing. And I was like, I'm on the right track, at least when it comes to my physical body. I was very happy to see that I was basically doing more or less everything that whatever he was doing. So not that I strive or aim to live long. I just want to keep this instrument healthy as long as there is prana in it, and I want to use it for higher purposes. Welcome to Luna World.